welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry problem together. Now, before us, we have a rectangle. You see that this is a rectangle, and this length is measured 10 units, and inscribed are two identical quarter circles. You notice that these quarter circles touch, the circumference of the two touch each other at this point, and then this part are the shaded parts, and that is what we are asked to find the area of the shaded part. Now, what do you think you should do about this question? Don't worry yourself. I'm going to take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. So what we do first is, remember that you see that the shaded part is inside the rectangle. So what we need to do is we need to get the area of the rectangle, then get the area of this. You see, if you get the area of the rectangle, then get the area of these two identical quarter circles, subtract the area of these two from the big rectangle, and that gives you the area of the shaded. So what it means is that the area of the shaded is going to be the area of the rectangle minus the area of the two quarter identical circle. Now, if you look at this, you see that since the two of them are the same, remember, for you to find the area of a rectangle, it's always the length multiplied by the width. So we're going to have, for rectangle, it is length multiplied by the width, minus, for the quarter circle, you know that it is the area of the circle, which is pi r squared. When you get the area of a circle, then divide it by 4, it gives you that of quarter. So because they are 2, it's going to be 2, and these two are identical. So we're going to get the area of 1, then times it by 2. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by pi r squared, then divided by 4. And this is what we should do for us to find the area of the shaded part. Now, how do we go about this? You notice that we only have the length, which is given as 10 units. We don't know this particular side, which is the width of the rectangle. And also, we don't know the radius of the quarter circle. How do we get this? Let me show you how to do that. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn through us. If you are still new, why not subscribe? For the more you get from us, make sure your notification bell is on, because you will get updates from us every day. And if you love what you do, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Now, what we do is, remember, if this is your circle and you divide this circle equally into 4 equal parts, now this is the quarter circle. You see that this is the center. And from here to here gives you the radius. Also from here to here is the radius. So, and it also makes angle 90 here. So if you bring your quarter circle, this is what it looks like. It means that this is the radius, and here is also the radius. Now, if you go to these quarter circles, you will see that this is where it makes angle 90, just like what we have here. So it means that from here to here is also the radius of this quarter circle. And this, from here to here, is also the width of the rectangle. So what it means is that the width of the rectangle is the same thing as the radius of the quarter circle. So it means also that for us to find the area of the rectangle is going to be length, which is 10. So we have, this is our length. So it's going to be 10 multiplied by our width, which is the radius. So if you multiply that, you have area of our rectangle will give us 10r. We are going to keep this aside. Now let's go for the quarter circle. For the quarter circle, we need to get the radius for us to calculate. So it means that area of the quarter circle, we have it as 2 pi r squared divided by 4. Now, how do we get this radius? We go back to the diagram. Now, looking at the diagram, remember we said that this place is the center of this quarter circle. So what it means is that If from here to here is the radius, you are free to make as many radii as possible just to help you to solve. Now let's get more radius. So what it means is that I am free to join from here, touching this part. So I can do it this way. So I join it. So we're going to have this. This is our radius. Then we can also get other radii. We can also join from this part to touch this. So to do that, we have also so we have gotten another radius, which is from here touching this part. So this is our radius. Now, what did you observe? You see that this has formed a straight line. And if this is a straight line, it means that, remember, from here to here is equal with this to this. And if from here to here is 10, from this end to this end should also be 10 because the rectangle has opposite sides to be equal. And with this, you see we have formed a right triangle. Just watch. You see, we have formed a right triangle. Now we're going to bring this shape out to help us to find the radius. To do that, we have, so if you bring out the shape, this is what we have. Here is R, this length and this 2. It gives you 2R. From here to here is 10. And this makes angle 90. And remember, each time you work with the size of a right triangle, always remember to use your Pythagorean's theorem. So applying your Pythagorean's theorem, we are going to have the longest side, which is this side, the side opposite to this angle 90 is always the longest. So square it, so it's going to give us 2R squared is equal to square the remaining two tails and then sum it. So square this, you have 10 squared, square this, it gives you R squared. Now what do we do next? We know that 2R squared is 2R times 2R, and that gives us 4R squared. Then this gives us 100 plus R squared. And what do we do? Subtract R squared from both sides. So when you do that, if you subtract this, it gives you 3R squared. This cancels, and we are equal to 100. Keep solving. 3R squared is equal to 100. To get R, divide both sides by 3. This cancels, so we have R squared is equal to 100 divided by 3. If you want to get R, you just need to take the square root of both sides. So it's going to be square root of 100 divided by 3. Both the positive and negative each time you want to remove square. But in this case, you are working with the radius cannot be negative. So we are going to only take the positive square root. So this is also the same as R is the same thing as square root of 100 divided by square root of 3. You know that this will give us 10 divided by root 3. To rationalize, you have R is 10 root 3 divided by 3. So this gives us the radius. Now let's put in this radius to simplify finally. To do that, we have area of the shaded is equal to area of a rectangle, which we said is 10R minus the area of the two quarter circles, we say is 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by radius squared and is divided by 4. So let's put in this. Remember, you can get your R squared. This is also my R squared. And for R, we use this. So if you put in, we are going to have 10 multiplied by our radius is this. So we have 10 root 3 divided by 3. Then minus, for this we are going to have 2 here is 1, 2 here will give us 2. So we're going to have pi multiplied by R squared is 100 over 3. Now dividing by 3 is just reciprocating it. So it's just like multiplying by 1/2. Each time you divide, you reciprocate. So this is what we have. So to do that, we have, remember these are together. So it's going to give us, this times this gives us 100 root 3 divided by 3. minus, for this is going to give us 2 here is 1, 2 here is 50. So we are having 50 pi divided by 3. Denominators are the same, so factor, use 1 as the LCM. So we have 100 root 3 subtract, so we have 50 pi and is divided by 3. So we're going to have, what is, you can factor out 50 here. So we have 50 into 50 here will give us 2 root 3 minus 50 divides this gives us pi, then divided by 3. So this gives us the area of the shaded. So we have 50 into 2 root 3 minus pi divided by 3 as the area of the shaded in square units. Now we can also get the calculator value of this pi and then get the values in decimals. To do that, we have, so if you want to get the values in decimal, we can have area of the shaded is equal to 50 into, let's kill this in the calculator. So it's going to give us 0.3225 approximated to 4 decimals, then divided by 3. Multiply this, then divide by 3 gives us, so we have it that the area of the shaded is approximately 5.375 square units. So this is what we have for the decimal value. Then if you want to leave it in terms of pi and roots, you can also leave it in this form. And I hope you really learned something. If you did, don't forget to tell us how much, like, share this video. I will be curious to see your own methods, and I hope to see you in my next video. Do have a lovely day. Bye.